Jamal, what was the mood like in the locker room after this one?
You know, we're pretty hopeful right now. I mean, we got beat 55-7, whatever the score was. But man, it looks a certain way. Like it got to look a certain way, like how we lose, and it looked better than it did last week. So.
In what ways would you say what was the biggest difference from last week to this week?
Man, effort, physicality. We still got to clean up our MAs, the big plays, but our effort and physicality, the main ones.
What's the mindset like overall? Is it tough to be patient and kind of make progress like that, or how do you guys approach it week to week?
Yeah, I mean, just take it a day at a time. That's all we can do. I mean, eventually this thing gonna pop.
What are the big things that you still see that you guys have to work on or fix up moving forward?
The MAs, that's the biggest thing, man. Communication, reaching out communication, alerting certain things. You know, they gonna motion, okay, what do we do when they motion, you know? So just little things like that. Like, you clean up the little things, the big things gonna take care of themselves.
Jamal, what was it like going up against that kind of speed, that offense, tech stack?
I mean, we expected it. I mean, when you watch film, you kind of see it and you kind of know what you're getting. And it was good preparation for what's to come in the conference play.
They had to go to Arch Manning there in the second quarter. Had y'all guys kind of seen film on him, or what did y'all expect to see when he came out there?
Man, what we seen. I mean, expected what we seen, and we allowed him to go 80 yards down the field with his feet. So.
Jamal, what was your mentality like going through this week? I know it was tough kind of regrouping from last week's game. What was it like for you?
Yeah, man, it was just a bounce back week. Like I said, it's got to look a certain way when we lose, if we do lose, you know. So I'm just glad it looked better than it did last week, man. We're just gonna keep building on this.
How does facing competition like this in any way raise your guys' game to, okay, we can play at this, this level, especially with an interception in the first half. Now we can move forward for the rest of the year.
Yeah, man. It lets us know, like, for those that don't think they can do it, like, we can, you know. All you gotta do is believe in yourself and believe in each other, believe in this team.
Did you expect that it would be kind of a growing process this season, or were you surprised by how things played out to start the year?
I was surprised, but everything don't always work out how you want it to. So, how do you respond? You know?
A couple tough road environments for you guys back-to-back, Texas State, Texas. Now you guys are going back home to the Alamo Dome.
Yes, sir.
How excited is the locker room as a whole, especially going through two environments like this, going back to the Alamo Dome now? Is there a sense of urgency and maybe playing angry for you guys going back next week?
For sure, man. I wouldn't even say we worried about that right now, man. We trying to clean up what we need to clean up our mistakes.
How does one go about first analysis? How do you guys go about cleaning those up? How do you guys go about cleaning those up?
We'll start tomorrow when we got meetings. How do you approach it? Are you humble enough to take your coaching? Are you humble enough to look in the mirror and say, hey, I messed up right here?
Jamal, were you guys energized by Donye coming back and the way he played?
Yes, sir, most definitely. He had him a sack tonight, so glad to have him back.
He's kind of one of the more vocal guys on the team. Was that something that was missing these first 2 weeks, you think?
I wouldn't necessarily say that's what it was, but it was good to have him back. It was great to have him back.
Did you have any conversations with Trey more?
So.
Thanks, Jamal.
Thank you, Jamal.